Mist rolled across Pandora's jungles like a living breath. The air shimmered blue, pulsing with the soft heartbeat of the planet itself. Deep beneath the towering trees and glowing vines, the world whispered. But not all whispers were kind. Lyra, a young Na'vi huntress with amber eyes and a restless spirit, moved silently through the ruins of the old Tree of Souls. Her fingers brushed over the twisted roots, blackened by fire long ago. Legends said Eywa still lingered here, asleep, waiting for balance to return. But the forest felt wrong. Its glow dimmed, its songs fractured. "The sky people left," she murmured, "but their shadows never did." A faint metallic hum cut through the silence. She turned sharply, bow drawn. Beneath the roots, half buried in dirt and moss, was something alien. A human drone, scarred and rusted, but still alive. When Lyra touched it, blue sparks leapt from its shell, and a holographic image burst into the air. A map of Pandora. Floating mountains shimmered in golden light, and at their center blinked a single red point, Project Phoenix. That night, the elders gathered around the fire. They told her to leave it alone. "Some wounds," said the eldest, "must never be reopened. The spirits sealed those places for a reason." But Lyra couldn't forget the map. Her curiosity burned brighter than fear. What if something in those mountains was keeping Pandora sick? Before dawn, she called her banshee, Kiri-an, and flew toward the floating peaks. Thunder rolled like drums in the clouds, and purple lightning split the sky. The wind howled against her skin, but she felt alive, free. From above, the forest looked endless, glowing veins of light running through a sleeping giant. As she crossed the storm barrier, another rider appeared beside her. Tukar, a hardened warrior with sharp eyes and little patience for dreams. "You're chasing ghosts," he shouted over the wind. "There's nothing there but death." "Then let death speak," she replied. They dove together through the storm. Beneath them, the mountains hung like islands, wrapped in fog and energy. Inside one of the cliffs, they found what looked like a heartbeat carved into stone, a pulse of white light hidden behind roots and vines. When they touched it, a hidden door slid open, releasing a breath of cold air and silence that hadn't been broken for decades. The cavern inside wasn't Na'vi. It was human. Steel walls covered in vines, glowing panels half alive, and broken glass pods lining the chamber. Inside the pods floated bodies, avatars. Some were still. Others twitched. Lyra stepped closer. One pod was open, empty. On the floor, a flickering screen displayed a message. "Project Phoenix, neural link success. Subject detached." Before they could react, the ground rumbled. The pods began to glow, and the forest outside answered with a roar. The air filled with swirling lights as if the spirits themselves were awakening. Pandora's energy, the life force of Eywa, was surging through the human technology, merging with it. Tukar shouted, "We have to go!" But Lyra couldn't move. The energy surrounded her, wrapping around her skin like light and fire. She saw flashes. Humans, Na'vi, the destruction of the Tree of Souls, and something deeper. A fusion of spirit and machine. Eywa had absorbed the human code. Now, something new was being born. As the mountain began to collapse, Lyra reached for Tukar's hand. "It's not death," she whispered. "It's rebirth." They escaped as vines and glowing tendrils burst from the mountain, swallowing the ruins whole. The land trembled, but this time it wasn't dying, it was healing. The sky turned a brilliant shade of turquoise as energy waves rippled through Pandora. Later, Lyra stood on a cliff overlooking the forest. The wind brushed through her hair as a soft glow spread across the horizon. Where the mountain once stood, a new Tree of Souls was growing, radiant and alive. "The spirits never die," she said softly. "They just find new bodies to sing through." As the screen fades, a faint echo of Eywa's voice whispers through the jungle. "All energy is borrowed, and one day, you must give it back." The camera drifts upward, showing the glowing veins of Pandora coming back to life, brighter and stronger than ever. The world breathes again.